Our government is now going after Haitian green card holders who are affiliated with, somehow, a gang in Haiti. On Monday, Marco Rubio issued a press release himself called Deportation Actions Against U.S. Legal Permanent Residents Affiliated with Haitian Foreign Terrorist Organization Viv Ansan. Why did they do this? What is the rationale for going after Haitian green card holders who are somehow affiliated with a Haitian terrorist organization? Does our government care that much about Haiti? They care a whole lot about deporting people. And so because they cannot sweep the Haitian green card holders under the Alien Enemies Act, like what they did with Venezuelan men, they're now saying that if anyone in the United States is somehow affiliated with this terrorist organization, they're going to be deported. The press release says, I'm pleased to announce the latest U.S. actions against individuals whose presence and activities in our country have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences for the United States.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we are going to be looking on how the deportation is raising anger among the Haitians. What are they saying? And again, you won't believe what is happening, how they are attacking the black people and what the black Americans are saying concerning this issue. Remember, they have once been disrespected by these ancients. The black Americans have once been disrespected by these ancients, and now the ancients are expecting to receive empathy and sympathy from the black Americans. And the black Americans, you won't believe what they are doing. Let's just watch this together and see what is happening. And please, if this is your first time here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because we bring you content like this every single day. And leave your honest thought in the comment section. If you were a black American, what will you do in regards to this? And what are these Haitians saying? And do you think they actually deserve to be deported in that manner? What is your honest thought about all of this? So let's watch this together. Let's watch this and see what other thing is bubbling, what the debate is all about. Let's watch.
Specifically, the Department of State has determined that certain individuals with U.S. lawful permanent resident status have supported and collaborated with Haitian gang leaders connected to Viv Ansan, a Haitian foreign terrorist organization. This organization is a driver of the violence and criminality in Haiti, contributing to the island's instability. The United States will not allow individuals to enjoy the benefits of legal status in our country while they are facilitating the actions of violent organizations or supporting criminal terrorist organizations. Along with this came the arrest of a 69-year-old Haitian man, Boulos, who was arrested for violating the INA. According to ICE, he engaged in a campaign of violence and gang support that contributed to Haiti's destabilization, ICE said in a statement. We saw this happen earlier this year with Mahmoud Khalil and others who engaged in political speech here in the U.S. And then we saw this happen with Venezuelan men who our government has accused of being involved in a foreign terrorist organization, and now Haitians who are green card holders and somehow affiliated with this Haitian foreign terrorist organization. Friends, I'm covering all things related to Trump immigration changes. Follow for more.
And I bring forth the voices of the Haitian community. We woke up this morning in fear of what that means. Family separation, deportation, and those are the realities. We have TPS holders who have been in this country calling the United States home for the past 10, 15, 20 years. They are our doctors, caregivers, attorneys, taxi drivers, the immigrants who keep these United States of ours moving. Today, the Supreme Court sent a blow to the community, to all immigrants, but we stand firm, undeterred, strong to let the community know and all immigrants know that we will not be defeated.
News of the Supreme Court's decision rippled through members of South Florida's Haitian community gathered at Miami City Hall to protest the city's agreement with Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
All of these battles are intertwined.
My people, they can't go back. It's real. The reality in Haiti is real.
In a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court gave the Trump administration the green light and temporary protected status for more than 250,000 Haitians.
There is no grounds for terminating Haiti TPS based on the country conditions inside Haiti. This is absolutely absurd.
But with the State Department Level 4 do not travel advisory still in place for Haiti, TPS Haiti advocates say the Supreme Court's decision is cruel. They described forced deportations to the gang-riddled nation like a death sentence.
I would not say we would likely going back. We're going to stick together. We're going to keep on fighting.
The battle is not over.
Deported to Haiti today, attacked pilots and immigration officers on another flight after it landed in Port-au-Prince. So the plane carrying single adult men were released from the aircraft to Haitian authorities on the airport tarmac. Then NBC News reports several of those men stormed another recent. NBC News has learned Haitian migrants who were deported to Haiti today attacked pilots and immigration officers on another flight after it landed in Port-au-Prince. So the plane carrying single adult men were released from the aircraft to Haitian authorities on the airport tarmac. Then NBC News reports several of those men stormed another recently arrived jet carrying families. The Biden administration has been ramping up the flights after more than 15,000 mostly Haitian migrants crossed into Texas from Mexico and set up a makeshift camp under a bridge. In Del Rio, here's NBC's Morgan Chesky.
Shep, numbers are going down here in Del Rio, but there are still about 8,600 migrants beneath the border bridge about a half mile from where I'm standing. Processing those people an absolute priority because of the brutal conditions here. It's still reaching about 100 degrees during the day. And while they are getting a little food and water, I have had migrants tell me what is being handed out is not enough. As it stands right now, we know that many of these migrants have been taken to nearby shelters and or processing centers. We had a chance to speak to one 25-year-old man who told us that he's on his way to Houston before hopefully connecting with family in Brooklyn. But he told us of the struggles beneath that bridge for the past week with his pregnant wife, saying that at one point he swam back to Mexico to buy enough food and water so that his family would be okay because he couldn't rely on what was being handed out by the government. Now, we heard from Secretary Mayorkas earlier today, who said despite the current size of the encampment here, the goal is to have everything cleared out, everyone processed within the next 10 days. However, when you see the sheer size of it still beneath that bridge, it remains to be seen if that will actually happen in the next week or so. Shep?
Morgan, thanks.
Hundreds of Ohioans all the way down the block over there, snaking all the way across here at 7:50 a.m. in the morning, holding all different sorts of signs, including this sign in Creole. Nicolette, can you flip it the other way for me, please? No matter where you are from, we're glad you're our neighbor. That is the message that's reverberating here in Blue Ash, Ohio, as these Haitians are being made to make this incredibly difficult decision, either be detained on the spot, which will lead to inevitable deportation, or wear an ankle monitor, which serves, one man told me, as a 24/7 reminder of the fear of deportation. Deportation to a country that the U.S. State Department classifies as a level 4 do not travel. The U.S. State Department tells its own people is rampant with violent crime, with sexual violence, with kidnapping, with terrorism. That is what this ankle monitor is the constant reminder of for these Haitian people. Now, I want to introduce you to the leader of the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio. His name is Vilas Dorsonville. Vilas, what is your community going through right now, and why is it so important for you to be right here outside of this ICE field office right now?
Basically, I am here just to make sure that we bring our support to our community. And we are witnessing how fearful they are and there is so much anxiety going on. They are very uncertain, specifically, they are very much ashamed of that ankle monitors on their feet. We are here to support them, to show them we stand in solidarity with them. And most likely, we are here with some of the attorneys to represent them. And we ask the attorneys to speak on their behalf and ask those agents not to put those ankle monitors, because when they get home with them, they are ashamed to show that to their kids because they're not criminals. And our presence here is to support them as much as we can, because there is a lot of psychological pressure on them.
It breaks my heart. You know, it's very it's disturbing to my spirit. I have lots of my close family members that are TPS holders, and they're depending on this because they have kids to feed, and they've been in the U.S. for a long time, so this is literally their home.
The Supreme Court, it's a wrong decision they make. Some of them, they like to live a terrible life when they go back in the country. They go back to the country, terrible life, and they have to start over again, like zero.
My husband had an appointment this morning with ICE. So when we went in, everything was okay. The officer was like, do we have, other cases pending? And I said yes. I showed all of the receipts for the adjustment of status, the I-130 that's pending, and the asylum case as well that's also pending. But at the end, they said they had to detain him. And they did. I've wanted a child so long. God finally sent my husband my way. We got married. We're on the IVF process. We spent every last dime on that process. And tomorrow is my first appointment for this cycle. I don't know what to do.
Ice! They know the location. You're fucked. No fucking ice! Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. No, get the fuck out of here. Get this guy. Put the air in this. Put the air there. The air goes in the tire. American, in the lease, you must think you are. American, you must believe it's out in the car, no war. No, you're going to jail, buddy. That's no reason. Get the fuck out of this country. You're going to jail. Ice! Ice is coming. We call. Give me the fucking air. The air does not go here. It goes in the tire, you dipshit. Go back to your fucking country and get out of here.
Without Haitians, Amazon's not gonna function. Walmart's not gonna function.
I'm confused. Did they build this country one shipment order at a time? I'm just trying to make this whole narrative make sense for me, because didn't they state that they built America? Now they're talking about they built Amazon. But how are you going to build America with shipment orders? And I'm no shade towards anybody working at Amazon. Hey, a job is a job. I'll work at Amazon. But I'm just trying to make this narrative make sense. And Amazon, they're getting rid of millions of people. They're replacing people with robotics. Yeah, they're going to have warehouses where the robots, where AI is doing all the entry level work. But I'm just trying to make it make sense. And then they said they're comparing this electronic ankle device to shackles. They were offered $2,600 and a plane ticket to return home. So this was their choice to put on the ankle monitor. No one just captured them and forced them to put it on. They were like, yeah, and check in with us within 30 days and we'll take it from there. So even with the ankle monitor, you could still be sent home. This is not a guarantee that you're going to stay in America because the TPS ended. But yeah, I'm trying to make all this make sense. How you build America with one shipment at a time, and how you're comparing an ankle monitor to shackles on enslaved Black Americans when you had the opportunity to return home with $2,600. I wonder what options the enslaved Black Americans had.
This is really humiliating.
There are certain ways you treat somebody, that person becomes like an animal.
MS Now has exclusive reporting that at least 2 Haitians living here in Springfield, Ohio, who've seen their temporary protected status expire, have been fitted with ankle monitors by ICE.
There is a sense of fear about today and fear about tomorrow.
And many more have been receiving this letter to their homes. The letter gives them short notice to report to an ICE facility here in Ohio. And in that ICE facility, they have a meeting with an immigration officer. The Haitians tell MS Now they're presented with 2 difficult options: either get detained on the spot or be fitted for an ankle monitor until they can show up for a court appearance. And all of this is having severe psychological ramifications on the Haitian community here in Springfield, Ohio, of about 12,000 people.
I'm worried like a lot about self-harm and strokes, because some of them tell me they got that letter and they haven't slept.
They're not only crying like because of this letter, but they know like when they get deported, what they're gonna be like facing when they go back to Haiti. I would call it a butchery the way I see things down there. Like I think it's really bad.
Now, all of this is part of President Trump's mass deportation campaign promise. We reached out to DHS about these ankle monitors. They didn't acknowledge them directly and instead opted to quote the song Closing Time by the band Semisonic, writing to the Haitian community that it's closing time, which means you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Okay, now let's get this. Now let's see, you cannot disrespect somebody, you cannot minimize somebody and call somebody names, dating and many others, and still expect the person to stand for you. Make it make sense. Because actually I support the fact that Black people are not saying anything in regards to the Haitians being deported, and now they are raising their anger up and up. They have aunties, they have uncles, they have responsibilities to take care of, they have themselves, they have their needs. They cannot send them back to their country where they came from, and some of them don't even know about their country anymore. Some of them have brought their lives so far in their new country, which is the American. So why send them back to their country and knowing fully well that their country is not safe for them to live in? But they are sending them back to that country. But at the same time, I'm feeling pity for them. But at the same time, I don't, because they actually call for this. All their actions were to deport the Black Americans, but now it backfires against them, and they are crying and asking for sympathy. Black people, I think you should all unite to help these Haitians, because it's no longer getting funny, and this is the toughest moment of their time. Now, if you watch this level, thank you for watching, thank you for staying by. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, because I bring you content like this every single day, every single week. See you in my next episode.